Good evening everyone, it's Dave here from the iReady podcast, bringing you my post-match reaction to our Champions League third round qualifying match away against Dynamo Kiev, which has just finished in Poland, where we have drawn the match 1-1. And what an absolute pulsating end to this match it was. I'll get to that at the end. We'll start off first of all by the team that Philippe Clement put out. And, we saw the team that he put out against Hearts on Saturday. There was a lot of unhappy bears there with certain players that were playing. And, there was a couple of changes, but not the changes I think that everyone was looking for when it comes to new players. So the team that he put out starting was Butland in goals, James Tavernier, the captain, at right back, Suter and Balogun in the middle of defence with Ridvan at left back. In the middle of the park, Diomande, Barron and Lawrence. And then up front, it was McCausland on the right, Cyril Dessers in the centre and Scott Wright playing on the left-hand side. But we did have a strong bench. On the bench, Kelly, our new signing, Robin Proper, Matondo, Cherny, also one of our new signings, Dowell, Sterling, Jeffrey, Davies, King, Fraser, McKinnon and Danilo. So, like I said, a strong bench. So, a bit of hope for later on in the game to bring on some more experienced players for us and hopefully try and get something from the match. So, like I said, changes from the Hearts game. McCausland in from the start in place of Cortez, as we know who got injured in that game, and Balogun into the centre of defence for Davies. And it didn't take long for Rangers to almost get the breakthrough. Only on the second minute, the ball played up to Dessers at the edge of the box, and he actually lays off a great ball back to Lawrence just outside the box. He hits a rasping shot, unfortunately straight at the keeper, but he spills the ball, comes out to Dessers, he hits it on the snapshot, but saved again by the goalkeeper. So really unlucky there. I honestly thought they would scored, but as I say, really unlucky not to take the lead at that point. 7 minutes though, Kiev coming back into the game, pressing Rangers, a couple of crosses into the box, thankfully dealt with and cleared. 17th minute, Dynamo Kiev thought that they had taken the lead. Thankfully, it was offside. When you seen it back, it was clear. As soon as the ball got played in, they had two players clearly offside and the goal was disallowed. 20 minutes again, though, really unlucky. Ross McCausland on the right wing gets the ball, gets a good break of the ball, dinks back inside, beats two defenders and hits a fantastic left foot curling shot, and it comes crashing off the post, back out and cleared by the Dynamo defence. Really, really unlucky there. And then for about the next sort of 17 minutes, it was a bit of a midfield battle. There wasn't too many chances for both teams. They're sort of feeling each other out. But then, unfortunately, on the 37th minute, Dynamo took the lead, and it was a quick counter-attack onto the left wing. They get the ball down to the byline, and the ball was played right across the face of the goal. That was on the right-hand side, the right byline, right across the face of the goal, and a simple tap-in for Yarmolenko at the back post. And how many times have we conceded goals like that over the last few years, guys? Just far too many. Again, defenders looking at each other. The winger was in acres of space to put the ball in there. Really, really disappointing. And that is how the first half finished, with Rangers losing the game 1-0. Philippe Clement obviously knew that we weren't doing enough, especially down the left wing. So sub, and it was Scott Wright come on, and Jeffrey, player who we thought was a left back, but as we saw during the pre-season games, looked much better going forward than he did defending. So he's put him on the left wing, and I honestly think it changed the game for Rangers. I thought he had a very good second half, always looked well, and he was always available. He was causing problems down the left wing for the whole of the second half. And on the 52nd minute, it was Jeffrey with the cross and a fantastic header. But Cyril Dessers, I thought it was nestling in the bottom corner, but a fantastic save by the Dynamo Kiev keeper to palm the ball away for a corner. Big Dessers, his hands on his head. He thought he had scored that one there. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. 60th minute, another sub, McCausland off and new signing Cherny on. 63rd minute, Kiev starting to cut Rangers open on the right-hand side into the box. Thankfully, Suter and Balogun managed to get back. I thought the winger was about to pull the trigger. Both of them putting in a tackle and the ball safely back into Butland's hands, but really living dangerously there. 67th minute, Rangers putting Dynamo under some pressure again. It was Jeffrey once more, fires in a cross on the left wing. Looping header from Tom Lawrence. And the goalkeeper just seemed to flap. Any high balls that were put in there, the goalkeeper did not look comfortable. He flapped there, managed to tip the ball over the bar, and it looked quite a straightforward save, to be honest with you, but the ball out for a corner, unfortunately, which came to nothing. 71 minutes, Connor Barron was off, and Dujon Sterling comes on straight into the midfield. And then about the next 10 minutes, pretty scrappy play. The game was slowing down a bit, thinking to ourselves, is this how it's going to finish? Is it going to be 1-0, which wouldn't be the end of the world for us? Then, the manager slowing it down again, another sub, Diomande off, Dowell on, and in the 81st minute, Dynamo, they break down their left wing, Tav gets caught out, they're into the box, the winger hits a shot across the face of the goal. John Suter was at the back post, but had a defender lurking, but to be fair to Butland, he pulls off a steady save, but just to get the ball away from any danger that was coming in, taking no chances there. Very well done at that stage. 84th minute, Rangers again having a lot of success down our left-hand side. Ridvan and Jefte linking up very well, and Jefte seems to be getting down and finding space, putting the ball in, but nothing coming off. And the game was petering out there. It gets to the 90th minute. Dynamo making a few substitutions at that stage, thinking it was going to end up staying at 1-0. Something for us to fight for back at Hampden next week. But the much maligned Cyril Dessers on the 94th minute pops up to score an equaliser, a valuable equaliser for Rangers, and it was a great move. It started with Dessers. The ball cleared from the Rangers defence up to Dessers on the halfway line, and he plays a fantastic backheeled flick out to Jefte on the left wing. He bombs down the left wing. He looks across. He sees Czerny on the opposite wing. He's free. Hits a great high ball across to Czerny. Czerny looked at first stage as if he maybe miscontrolled it, got it back under control, got in front of the defender, switched back onto his left foot, and then puts in a fantastic cross right in front of the goalkeeper. And there is Cyril Dessers to tap the ball home, side foots it past the goalkeeper, couldn't miss for there. Fantastic goal for Rangers. A great time to score, basically with a last kick to give Rangers that valuable draw that we have been craving for the whole of the second half. Absolutely delighted for Dessers. As we saw midweek, he was getting some criticism. Don't get me wrong, I've gave the guy a lot of criticism as well, but getting some criticism again during the press conference and stuff like that. You could see that Leon Balogun was annoyed when he was asked the question, so really pleased that he managed to get the goal for us and earn us that draw, which sees us going to Hampden next Wednesday with it all to play for, guys. And, going by what I've seen tonight, hopefully with the crowd behind us, hopefully with another game under our belt, certain players that are just in the door will have a bit more experience of playing for the club. They'll be able to gel a lot more. Also, just really pleased that we managed to get something. As always, we always seem to get that result away from home in Europe. Absolutely delighted. Superb stuff. I think a lot of people had us gone in this stage, but we certainly are still in there. Don't get me wrong, it'll be a difficult match, but here's hoping that, like I say, with everybody shouting for Rangers, the whole crowd behind us, we can cheer us on and get us through to that next stage where we will play either Red Bull Salzburg or FC 20, which will be another really difficult game. But I'm not getting ahead of myself here, just delighted that we managed to get that draw tonight. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it with you. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my night. I'm sure you guys will. To all the fans that travelled out to Poland, absolutely fantastic. We could hear you singing all night, so go and enjoy the rest of your night. Anyway, Derek and I will be recording our main pod, I think probably tomorrow or the next night, so we will be back soon. So enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Take care and bye-bye.